Do we actually line up with each of those colors? I think we do. Caleb's blue, Will's red, you're green, I'm yellow.
Why am I blue?
I fucking hate green red.
Will represents Mordor.
Why is that?
And the sin of the world.
Caleb's a dwarf.
I represent the indomitable dwarven spirit.
Shut the
Sam, you're a man, and I'm an elf.
I am man.
Hey everybody!
Madam!
I'm Sam.
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Will,
And
we are Working Title!
Oh boy, okay.
For Frodo.
Frodo.
Who am I? Who am I?
Boromir. But he's
Who am
dead.
I?
He's dead in the boat.
Guys, I'm
I'm
dead.
holding your horn.
I'm dead.
Guys, we are back. This is the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power TV series. It is that time.
That time, new series, y'all.
Yes!
If you want to know how much we love about Lord of the Rings, go watch our trailer reaction to this. Because I honestly just want to jump into this.
Yes. Before we watch it though, give your number of what you rate the Hobbit trilogy.
6.
6.
10, 8,
The Lord of the Rings trilogy.
10.
10.
9.
9.
Let's jump into this. Guys, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. We are on the road to 50K, and we appreciate all the new subscribers from the lands of Middle-earth. Welcome. Let us know your thoughts on the first 2 episodes that have dropped, and make sure you check out the Patreon. We're going to have some exciting new content starting this month and going forward into the fall season, into winter season. Winter is coming. Wrong show. Most importantly, check out the show before you come and watch our video, and we're going to punch it. See ya!
Is New Line Cinema still a thing?
These guys.
We had no word for death, for we thought our joys would be unending.
Oh my god.
Shiganshina.
This is the shot everyone's trying to break down. They released that.
Would never dim.
Yeah, the tree!
Oh.
So when the great foe Morgoth
Oh shit.
destroyed the very light of our home,
Oh!
That was
we
tough.
resisted.
Huh.
And a legion of elves went to war.
Whoa!
We left Valinor,
Valinor.
our home.
Middle-earth! Oh!
Shoot. Oh my god!
Oh!
Dang, boy!
Bird!
Bro!
Not the bird!
It's amazing.
Yeah!
Oh, let's go.
Oh! Fried.
Oh, man.
That is.
Oh, they're dying.
Oh
no
my
way.
gosh.
Yeah, they
Be over quickly.
Dude, that looks crisp.
But
as
the
hell.
war
What the fuck?
left Middle Earth in ruin
Jacinto.
and would last
The light mass bomb.
centuries.
Wait, so did we lose?
Oh yeah.
They sunk
no way they
Jacinto.
were winning that.
Now, we
Thank
learned many words for death.
Yep.
What, you know Viggo Mortensen broke his toe?
Morgoth would
Yes.
be defeated,
His
multiplying ever greater under the command of his most devoted son.
Oh.
Oh my god!
And cunning
The
sorcerer.
captain.
They called him Sauron.
Oh my
The goat. The goat, bro. Look at him.
Vowed to seek him out and
He's stripped
destroy
out.
him. But Sauron found him first. And marked his flesh with a symbol.
Yo.
One whose meaning even our wisest could not discern. Mine. And so, we hunted.
Commander Galadriel,
Yeah, it's a castle up north.
this company has followed you to the very edge of the world.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's right
Holy
there.
I think it's the whole thing.
Okay.
Wow!
Yes. Wow, that thing is dope. Whoa.
What the fuck?
What?
Where are we?
The
Jotunheim.
northmost way.
Yeah.
This is where you
Okay, they got dragon glass.
Damn it, Sam!
That's a good sign.
Fuck!
That's a good sign.
Yeah, in case there's
I don't
walkers.
think that's a good sign.
Start turning into weapons.
That means the enemies keep getting stronger.
The torture chamber's still
The
active.
stone cannot hide the mark of Holling's very hand, his flame unquenched.
Oh. Ooh.
tortured.
He was here.
Oh, okay.
Neo, let's go.
Coordinated elf attack.
It's the Dark Souls game.
Oh boy.
Get Elden Ring, bitch.
Didn't stand a chance. Too easy.
Yeah. Oh god.
He just wants to go home. Come on.
Nice pick.
Y'all
Never have come in here.
interrupted his sleep.
Then you shall do so alone.
Damn elves.
That kid is such a gremlin.
Worrying to death. You know the rules. We're not supposed to be out this far. If we didn't do everything we weren't supposed to do, we'd hardly do anything at all.
The tongue!
Nori?
No, what's the puzzle?
Oh, little Shire the folk.
It's a ring.
Looks like a footsie.
Ooh.
Looks like a footsie.
A dog. Just a dog. You know how dogs love berries.
Is
What
it
is
behind
Yeah.
them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it
A
a
wog.
A what?
a Karagor?
Wog. Are her parents still alive?
Oh,
Gladriel?
Yeah.
No, no. Haven't met them.
Centuries they have swept across crag and crevice, washing away the last remnants of our enemy.
Ned?
Spring rain over the bones of a
Young Ned?
dead animal. Spring rain over the bones of...
Harold Elrond. Your friend has arrived.
She's here. Why didn't you say so?
My bestie.
My girl?
Linden.
Capital of the High Elves.
Ah, yes.
Look at that, man.
Wow. That's
Beautiful.
I like
Oh, and that's
that.
still outside.
The boat.
Elrond.
인도네시아 카바니사네.
Listen.
Wait, they were a thing when they were younger?
when you cross
Huh?
over, you
Who says they are now?
This monk's very existence proves Sauron escaped. He's still out there. The question now is where?
It was not your company who defied you out there, but rather you who defied the High King by refusing to heed any limit placed upon you.
I love how all these guys look so much.
Yeah.
You do?
I do.
I don't like how dirty they are.
They're,
don't like
they're
it.
nomads. They're nomads.
I know.
I don't like their dirt.
I was careful.
Long stream. Our path set by the past.
That guy on the left.
He's very done with today.
He was like, this is the 5th time we filmed this scene. And I'm just spinning in a circle. Ah, yes. King.
King Brimbor?
Shut the fuck
I
up.
want to see it.
King.
These
This is not Shadows of Mordor, Caitlin.
Fucking care.
kneel here before us, victorious. Though Morgoth fell an age ago, some feared and swept across crag and crevice, washing away the last of our
Did you
enemy.
fucking nerd? Did he
He
write it?
definitely did. That's what he was working on real quick.
Hobbits. They will be escorted to the Grey Havens and granted passage across the sea to dwell for all eternity in the blessed realm.
She's not happy about that.
Well, they're trying to send him away. Be like,
Yeah.
hey, don't be our
Undying
problem.
lands of Valinor.
This is an honorable
They
discharge.
are going home.
Yes! I don't really understand any of that, but yes! Farewell, soldiers.
This is bullshit.
You're not needed.
This is bullshit. I need to fight the big monster.
You killed my brother! Elrond's like, shit, I didn't know that was about to be for you.
My fault.
My fault, OG.
My fault, OG.
Disney World. Whoa.
Lights, Gandalf, the lights!
Wow.
This is the gift of your king.
A gift I have decided to refuse.
Big.
My brother gave his life hunting Sauron.
Fuck the king.
His task is now mine.
It is over. The evil is gone.
Then why is it not gone from in here?
If you are wrong,
I'm not
if
wrong.
you are wrong, will you lead more elves to die in far-off lands?
Probably.
To convince yourself you have done enough, how many more statues would you add to this park?
All for revenge.
No one in history has ever refused the call.
Where song would mock the cries of battle in my ears. You say I have won victory over all the horrors of Middle-earth. Yet you would leave them alive in me,
Yeah.
to take with me. Undying, unchanging, unbreaking, into the land of winterless spring.
Only in the blessed realm can that which is broken in you be healed.
Just do the old, hey, I'm going. Does any elves want to come with me?
Yeah.
So I can't get in trouble if y'all die, but like, if you want to come, you can come. We're 100% gonna die, but like, it's all good. It's not treasonous.
I don't really know if that's the right answer. It's not treason.
We're all going to fucking die.
It's free will. We don't want to go to heaven. We just want to kind of like look a little bit.
This looks like a town from The Witcher. This is awesome.
Geralt, where?
I love this place.
Yes, here.
Damn it! Damn it! God!
You gotta
Come
get on
on!
it. You gotta get on it if you
I'm
want.
just so invested in this.
Oh, this is the guy doing the flips and shit.
This is the guy doing all the action in this show. Cannot
Nearly
wait.
been a fortnight already. With poison grass. Who's twaddling about? A fellow passed through a few days back, said his grazing's gone rotten. Well, only weeds will grow.
This fellow, where was he from?
Didn't say east, I think.
And what day was he here?
Oh, let it go, Nine Fears. The lot you lump us in with died off 1,000 years ago. When are you people gonna let the past go?
The beauty has great power to heal the soul.
And I hope you find Alfred flowers beautiful.
All the 4 outposts are being disbanded.
We're leaving. But mark this, Arondir.
After 79 years, you've kept watch over the men and women of Tirharad, not because of what their ancestors once did, but because of who they still are. And be grateful that you need never see them again.
Damn.
I'm smelling racism.
Yes. I really don't like humans.
That one man walked, when he came in, he was like, you people. All they could think of was Tropic Thunder. What do you mean, you people?
What do you
mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Fucking love that movie.
He's black and an elf. Man.
Bluff.
She's got some sort of sickness.
Yeah, she doesn't look good.
Imagine sickness.
Bro, she's got the Mordor plague.
Oh, God!
Squirt it out a bit.
Oh!
The fire. She might have made it as far as Horton.
Oh my God, dude.
I guess we're employed again.
I found a new thing I hate.
Letters.
Things coming out that should not come out. Others.
I'm going with you.
This is the real bounty.
And it's
The Palantir.
The Palantir.
Italian. You must find the Palantir.
The Palantir.
You must find the Palantir.
Italian. Orcs can be a good resource.
You must recruit Bruce the Chopper.
Shagrat. Wait, you said must recruit what?
Bruce the Chopper. The one
Bruce,
that
drop him off.
Bruce, drop him off.
You must recruit.
Bruce, the drop him off.
The Palantir.
Palantir.
Italian. The Palantir. We must find it and stop Sauron and the forces of Mordor.
But I must save Gondor.
The most important thing, we must find the Palantir. so funny. It's just like, I wonder how many times he had to say
500 times
in the recording.
I love the story for that game, except for the amount of times they have to say Palantir.
Every time that this is gonna have to turn off, Caleb, we should just talk about
The Palantir.
I just like what does
And
the
now
what
it's
does
our
the
mo-
Palantir even do?
It's
No
our
one
minute
knows.
segment with Caleb's ASMR.
I'm so pissed about the Palantir because it ruined such a very good story.
Old Toby, calling it now. Weed.
Old Town.
Sounds like a weapon.
Okay.
The
That's a
blicky.
cursed-
Wow.
That's a Morgul blade.
It's Talion's son's sword.
Are you acquainted with the work of Lord Celebrimbor?
Yes, sir.
What?
Greatest of elven smiths, of course.
Palantir.
Sadly, admired his artistry since I was a child.
Oh fuck.
Yes, he will.
That's not good.
Yes, he
Not
will.
good at all.
I'll allow you to explain the details, Lord Celebrimbor.
Let's go! He's so cool. Look at him. He's so sick.
I can't wait.
You could be any actor and it would still be
I know.
sick.
I love it.
I like it.
I love this guy.
That's not good.
That's bad. Where there's smoke. There's been a big fire. There's been a whole lot of fires.
Wait, is that a different town or the town we were just in?
I think that's the town they're trying to get to.
Oh.
Whoa, that's so beautiful.
I love how this feels like the end of her revenge arc, but we know for a fact that she has to go
It's just
back.
beginning.
She really needs to go back.
This is her finding her peace until she doesn't find her peace.
What the fuck are those things?
Harpies.
Gosh, I feel so weird. It's supposed to be so happy, but this is not.
They're singing. They're singing. They're singing. Oh no.
That looks amazing.
They
That gave
started
me shivers.
I saw that. I thought the guy behind her was just talking, and it was just music.
He just became the soundtrack.
Why doesn't this feel?
Yo!
This doesn't feel good.
Arrow.
Oh, if that ship gets torched, I'm gonna lose it.
Obviously, this dude's gonna get killed.
He's about to get demon arrowed or something.
Darkness.
All for revenge.
So,
What the?
Is that the comet person?
Optimus
Yeah.
Prime. I think it's the meteor person.
I hope it's just Gandalf.
Optimus Prime.
Prime.
Autobots. Roll in. Or set sail.
Now go.
Gosh. Is this like a trick? They haven't actually arrived?
She's jumping.
Dip on him.
Okay.
Grab that blade.
Gosh, I feel like.
What is happening?
The comet.
It's Meteor Man.
I can't believe
Ents.
Superman.
Ents! Oh
Ents.
my gosh!
Let's
It
go.
was a baby ant!
It's both
Little. Shut up. Don't touch his hand.
creep.
This kid's a weasel.
What is about to happen?
How am I to
She's
know
gonna jump in the
what's
water.
Gotta swim back to Middle Earth.
Sometimes we cannot know until we have touched the darkness.
Damn.
Oh my gosh, and he just becomes one with the world or something.
Oh my god.
Becomes light.
Eleanor, a place or an idea?
They're transcending of the trees.
Let's go.
She's got a long swim.
Get
That doesn't look peaceful. I'll be honest. What just happened to them?
I think it looks peaceful. I think it's just the contrasting dark clouds of Middle Earth that separates it so crucial or contrasting.
Yeah.
No.
Infection.
Oh, it's doing the
Black
shit.
speech.
Oh, that little girl, Hobbit. Don't touch it. Whatever that is.
It's the Meteor Man.
Stardust. The girl from Stardust.
Oh my god.
It is a person. Jesus!
He got folded, bro.
Oh,
What the
my
fuck?
gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah. What does that mean?
The legendary Super Saiyan.
And that was episode 1
Yes, it
of
was.
The Rings of Power. I don't even know what that episode was called.
I
Did
think
have
it
a
just
name?
said episode 1. Never mind.
A Shadow of the Past.
Oh man, it is a beautiful show.
We're
Very
back,
beautiful.
boys. Lord of the Rings is back.
Look at it, it's just advertised everywhere.
Yeah, they have
Shadow
some
of
crazy
Mordor.
marketing because I feel like every place I go, like it's just advertised now. Well, that's what that $1 billion does.
Yeah, man.
Is that how much the marketing budget was?
No, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
the show.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Production.
So the
everything.
first season was like 300 million.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you can certainly see it. That's for sure.
100%.
I think that one of the first thoughts I had when I was watching this is I think I've now, and this is not just this show, but mixed with House of Dragons, things that Marvel produces, and Stranger Things. I think I've got to the point where I've now become ungrateful of how good TV looks.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know how to really appreciate it anymore because I'm like, yeah, well, this is the new standard, isn't it? But it's like that's such a crazy high standard to have.
Yeah.
There was times where I was like, I kind of want to watch this in a movie theater.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost weird to be sitting, like in this space and just not in a first watch through with like 100 people or so.
I wanted to say after like, I mean, after like the intro, this might be the best television graphics I've seen.
I want to watch it. I personally hate like a widescreen, like when it how
You see the
the
black
format
bars?
is. I don't like black bars. It's fine. It doesn't change anything, but yeah, it looks beautiful. I love it. I'm one of those full screen guys. I like every single inch of the TV filled up with the color. And I guess it's just because of how beautiful the show is that I want it so bad for this.
Yeah.
But
I have this, a giant screen. I'm with you.
I
I'm with
think
you,
I need
buddy.
a theater. If they ever do like, I think there's 10 hours for this first season, 2 hours of which we'll get to see tonight. But if they ever do like a marathon, I'm so down to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it could definitely be one of those things where it's like I can go eat dinner for like 2 hours, miss the 2 episodes I might not like, and then come back and return with my ticket. But what are your initial thoughts? Like the first things you guys are like feeling in your heart and spirit after seeing Middle Earth since 2016, whatever it was. It's also hard because it's a pilot.
It is.
Yeah, I mean,
and also it's new stuff too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how new it is for you.
There are a couple things that we can talk about that I know already about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's outside of the show looking cool. I'm not trying to be like the anti-hype, but I was just like, it's just kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't really know how much of like the story I'm compelled to at this very moment.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed it. It was a solid like opening, but that's really like all I can say for it.
Yeah.
Well, I always love a good revenge story, like plot. So I'm always invested in like
that's based
a driving force for a character being such a single-minded thing.
Yeah.
And seeing them like learn throughout that. There's plenty of shows that we've all watched or books we've all read that is like the main like focus, but I like the learning around the revenge plot and like coming to terms with everything that hopefully what's her face, Galadriel will go through during this, because I don't know anything about her lore.
Yeah,
I just know she's like the creepy lady from Lord of the Rings that does weird things sometimes.
Creepy?
Yeah, she's kind of creepy.
I mean, she was creepy in
She's
Lord of the
really
Rings.
fucking weird in Lord
First
of the Rings.
one.
She terrified me as a kid.
Yeah, she was scary.
That
To
was
this
a
day,
trial
to
for
this
the
day,
ring,
it's
if that's what you guys are talking about.
And she doesn't play a super big role in those movies anyway, so I think it'll be fun to get to learn a little bit about her. I feel like I've already learned so much more about her in this episode than the trilogy already.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because I mean, from the trilogy, we just see her as like a queen.
Yeah,
she's a warrior. She's a bad bitch.
And I don't know about you, but like I've actively followed like what people have been covering for this show for about 3 months now. Like pretty, not heavily, but like enough to know like what people are feeling Like, what is the common opinion so far, like, going in? I've seen some early reviews of what people have thought of this, the first 2 episodes, because I think it came out a week ago or so. So I had some, like, expectations of what people have said about it, some of the bad, some of the good. I 100% agree with, like, most of the good, which is, like, it looks amazing. It's probably one of the best looking shows I've seen, up there with, like, Witcher, Stranger Things, Game of Thrones, obviously. I like the cast. I think it's hard because it's the first episode, and for any new people, also, hi, welcome. I've never liked shows, like, right off the bat. It's really hard for me to, like a show. It takes at least 2 or 3 episodes for me to get my bearings as to how I'm gonna feel going forward. I would agree with you. Like, I'm not, like, there's no hype. I think the most hype I felt was seeing an eagle being bit by the fell beast, or whatever that dragon thing was in the beginning, because obviously war is great in these worlds in any capacity. Even the Hobbits, which I don't particularly like them that much. I mean, the Battle of the 5 Armies, especially if you watch the extended R-rated, is, like, phenomenal to watch. It's just incredible. And I think this looks, like, 10 times better than that.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate, because I know they are going out of their way for this show specifically to make orcs played by actors, not a lot of CG.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So
and you can already,
awesome.
Like, personally, you can already see how much better this looks compared to The Hobbit. Just that opening fight sequence between the elves and the orcs. It looks like a real set with real rain.
It looks like the opening of Fellowship.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed the brother's dead already. He looked...
Yeah, he looked cool.
Weirdly enough, he felt promising, like, to be a cast member, and then he got off really quickly.
Yeah.
How I did feel, like, when Elrond and Galadriel were having that, like, serious talk at night with the fireworks going off, the first one feeling I felt off about the episode, because I did enjoy the episode, actually, but the one feeling I did feel, I was like, man, there's a lot of, like... Well, I feel like I'm already, like, 4 episodes in the conversations that have taken place, where I feel like I should be, like, getting to know the characters a bit more before where we are. Which I guess is hard because these characters are, like, already... I don't even know how old Galadriel is at this point. Cause
I don't even know what age we're in.
Because the one elf who likes the girl, Arendir, or Arendelle, he's, like, already been doing that tower watch for 79 years. And that's just his, like, one job in the off-season now that the war's done. So I don't really know where we are age-wise. I don't know if that's going to, like, be something that we should focus on because these guys are... 100-year-old beings.
I think it's the first age. I'm not 100% sure. You can correct me in the comments. Be nice.
I'm not
please.
Sure.
Nah, fuck it. Be me.
I say it's the 3rd age.
I will say I did. One of the things I did appreciate about this too was, like, they didn't waste time of getting to, like, the evil. You know what I mean? Like, like I was like, because there's, like, one guy I followed on TikTok that's, like, most of his content is centered around, like, giving random facts or stories of Lord of the Rings or explaining stuff in the universe. So, like, some of the stuff I knew about, like, the Morgoth part burning the tree or destroying the 2 trees and all that. So I was like, oh, I recognize this. I've seen this before. But I knew that Sauron is, like, hidden at this point. That's really, like, the only thing I knew about the show going in. I was just afraid that it was going to be, like, 15 episodes, or there's only 9 episodes, or 10. I was afraid it was going to be, like, 6 episodes of, like, oh, is there still evil in the world? Like, I'm glad that, like, by the end of the episode, like, we're already here. Like, evil is like, the king really knows bad. At this point. Like, there's something going on.
Yeah.
So
because that even got tiring in the first Hobbit, because it's like, we all know Sauron exists. We all know he's going to come back. Like, this is... And I was actually talking to somebody in one of our Xbox parties, I think last night, about the House of Dragon show, but the point can still work for this, about, like, people's unexcitement because they know the end result is them destroying the ring and everything. Like, we know the end point. But, like, I disagree with that. That's like saying you can't enjoy World War II story because you know that here we are in 2022 playing our video games. That's the end result. Mm-hmm. And... like, I'm excited for this. What I'm not going to be looking forward to is all the people that are... Well, Adam already brought up, like, the joke of, like, the one starring in the show. Yeah. Because people want this to fail so bad. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to go in sucking off the dick of the show. Yeah. For lack of a better term. I don't want to go in also expecting to want to hate this. Because I've seen people talk about the dialogue CW. I already disagree with that because I watched CW shows growing up, and it is utter trash.
Oh, they said that?
Yeah, I mean,
This is
like
way better.
The dialogue was good in this. There was a lot of things that
first episode to be fair.
so far. Yeah, we haven't seen the second one.
The dialogue could get worse.
It could.
Is the unfortunate
It could.
But they could go from this to like, well, you're stupid, so
I'm with you. I'm more so blown away by the visuals.
Yeah,
I'm not heavily invested.
But that's part of like that's where my concern lies. Where it's like
the sustenance.
Okay, it's just like. Sorry, making sure it wasn't
that's
didn't like
open.
spill.
I heard
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
The cow leaked.
Oh,
shut the
so
fuck!
foul.
That's the
That was
worst
so
thing.
foul.
But that's the worst thing I've seen in Lord of the Rings. I think it's
For
so
sure.
gross.
But anyways, the visual thing is the part that worries me the most, where I'm like, okay, I know this is already a story that is like at least conceptualized, maybe not down to like I don't know how much of the story like in the what's it called again? The
Similarities.
I don't know how much this is actually written down scene by scene, or if it's more of just like a historical overlook of like what happened in this era. So like, there's not as much. To my knowledge, I don't know, I could be wrong, but there isn't as much like written material. So I'm like, did we spend $330 million on just making sure that every like scenery shot was
Is, like,
cool,
crisp,
or do we
yeah.
like really invest into like
The story.
making sure this like do we hire
I
the
got
best
you.
writers to
Yeah.
make sure and like triple check that the story is like compelling and interesting? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about like any of the people that are working on this, like on the outside of the cast working on this show. I have no idea who anybody is. So, like, hopeful that it's that way, but I always get afraid when people throw around the big budgets and all the, like, because it's just like, I mean, like, it's almost like every fucking show when it's like, oh, we've got this really big budget. It's like, cool, they're going to do 15 epic scenery shots, but, like, everything else about it's going to be shit.
Yeah.
Which this isn't that now, and hopefully it doesn't become that throughout the rest of the season.
Agreed.
I haven't seen any shit yet.
No,
personally.
I mean,
Everything
Besides
I
the
have
cow.
to go off of is the negativity of people's opinions going into this without having seen all of it yet. I want to see like how this progresses, and I'm optimistic. I mean, I will say, and I'm probably going to be comparing it to Game of Thrones because that's just the show we're currently watching alongside this, and they are at least similar in production
They're
value.
also kind of competing at this point.
And they are competing. I will say, out of the actors, as none of them I don't think are bad so far, I think there hasn't been the spark character yet. Like, I think Matt Smith, the lead like actor that most people are going to be attracted to, is the main guy from Game of Thrones, is like that thing. Like, he has that thing. And
He has that.
He has
drawing
the
of
it
a
factor.
He was my favorite character in the first episode.
yeah, exactly. And I can't say, like, I have my favorites already in this, just from watching this, but, like, I don't see that yet. The carrier, what I'd call the carrier, the one that, like, demands you always want them on screen.
Yeah.
Just on characters, though, I actually like the original characters so far. I think I like the idea of, like, seeing these people I have no idea, like, who they are. We have Galadriel, Elrond, and I think that's the only characters so far that I'm familiar with, other than Sauron, that we did see.
Yes.
Celebrimbor.
Palantir.
But, like, how do you guys feel about the original characters? We met Nori, Brandy Foot.
Yeah.
I like her. I like her little, like, the Frodo in her, or
The curiosity.
The Baggins.
the Baggins sense
She
of
has
adventure.
she has the will of the Bagginses.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, that's one of the big driving forces for why I love Lord of the Rings, the sense of adventure, the sense of, like, wanting to not just be comfortable to your little box in life, like, trying to get out and seeing what other things are up to. And that always excites me because it's, like, the mystery. You want to, when I play video games, I want to go travel the world and see what's out there. And honestly, because the sets look so beautiful, I'm down for a couple hours of just seeing what's out there in this time period, because I'm not really familiar with what the hell is happening in Middle-earth at this time period.
Yeah.
Seems like it's not all happy flowers right now.
It's not at all.
There's a festering cow, a burning village already, and the one flower next to Gil-galad. I'm pretty sure that's Gil-galad.
They say his name
in the
is single
footprint.
time.
I did not think they said his name, but I know he's cast in this show.
In the footprint.
Yeah, there's
with
beasts
the
approaching the
Hobbits.
Hobbit, or
Yeah.
Fairfoot, or whatever they're called. Harfoot?
Harfoot.
Yeah, the Harfoot village is creatures approaching.
and
they look big.
The Meteor Man.
And Meteor Man.
You said that like 6 times
I
before
love
you saw
it.
the man himself.
That was the one thing that was one of the things I remember specifically from like that second trailer. I was like, fucking love this. I don't know why or who that is or what it's supposed to be, but it's so cool.
I never watched the second trailer.
Yeah.
Most people have a lot of predictions on that guy particularly,
yeah.
saying he's either going to be the Blue Wizards that we never got to see,
the twins,
or he could potentially be Gandalf. I know people don't want that. I love Gandalf, so I wouldn't be against seeing a new interpretation of Gandalf.
Younger Gandalf would be cool.
Hey, in a Harry Potter world, we're getting the origins of Dumbledore. Let's get the fucking origins of Gandalf.
Okay, but what's really cool about the wizards dropping right now, or maybe a potential wizard, is the timing, because we're seeing like nature start to corrupt. So it could be what's happening, because in the trailer they showed the Meteor Man flying down, but like they made it seem like that was the thing everybody's freaking out about, but it's really the corruption spreading. So it could be the god of the world sending in somebody to intercede and help people, just like Gandalf does.
Yes.
You know, as he does. He died fighting the Balrog, but he was sent back because the job wasn't over.
Yeah.
It would be fun. It could be also fun if it is those blue wizards that have like a single one line that everybody knows they were here for a moment and they went to do things in other worlds.
Yeah.
Because this is that fill in the blank time that you're saying, like that could literally be telling us new things about them. Yeah. We don't know anything about them.
Yeah. You guys brought up both trailers. I'm glad, at least from what I've seen from the first trailer, we've kind of seen majority of it.
Oh yeah, I mean
I really like that.
The second trailer I don't think was too different, but yeah, like almost everything that I know that was already out, like video wise, we basically seen.
Yeah.
There was like one scene with the soldier elf fighting, like doing flips and shit. Like that's the only other thing that I think hasn't like been come out yet.
I was gonna say we haven't gotten to the orc scenes from the trailer,
That too.
most likely Arendelle or Arendir is gonna be the one going into those scenes. We haven't seen dwarves though. There's not any dwarves in this episode, I don't think.
Yeah.
That's my one downside for this episode.
There
was no dwarf content yet.
That is negative 10 points off this episode for sure. No Khazad-dûm.
Did they name drop Sauron's master?
Yeah.
Did they say he was defeated?
Morgoth, yeah.
So Sauron, okay, so he's on the run.
Yes, that's another like one of those things where I'm like, are the divine beings of this world still like around, or is these like more physical, tangible enemies that we can fight?
Yeah.
Are we dealing with gods because they showed those trees and then the trees were like gone?
Yeah.
What was that scene with everything red and people floating?
So that's just like representing that they were dead.
No, that was
in water.
It was underwater.
Oh,
okay.
underwater.
I thought it was like all like.
I thought they were like levitating and like being held in the air.
No. That was like it was like
Gears of War 2 did.
Will's right though.
That's what I said. I was like Jacinto.
I was losing. I'm like, bro, you can't say Jacinto.
That's like the second time we've dropped that in working title.
I love the sinking of Jacinto.
Kills like they dropped the light mass bomb.
The light mass bomb.
Hammer of Dawn.
I gotta play that game.
Yeah.
I can't believe you haven't played
I'm
it.
so
That's
sorry.
upsetting that you haven't played that game.
But I have played Shadows of Mordor and Shadows of War,
Yes.
which stars our Celebrimbor.
Let's go.
Do we know if it's like they got the voice actor or is it somebody different?
It's someone different. But it doesn't
Man.
matter to me as long as he's here.
As long as he just exists.
Now,
As long as
this,
I know
It
he's
could be a
real.
little child and Caleb's like, tough!
Dude, he's a ghost.
this could be the story where he goes and starts to work on behalf of a man, an elf that we are all familiar with, and become betrayed. It might not be. I don't know if they would do that so soon because we do know this is a multi-season show, so they might not want to bring out Sauron so early.
Well, they did say he's got a project he's working on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
So.
And Elrond's gonna help him
He's
with
going to
it.
be helping him, which is new.
I didn't
new to
know
me.
that.
You guys were saying that? Did they say that Galadriel and Elrond had a thing back in the day?
It looked, I
I
mean,
mean, they.
I don't know.
Because you were like, they had a thing, but I was like, when did that?
I was asking.
I think that he was being more friendly, but I
Yeah.
don't know. It was hard to tell. Kind of seemed like flirty too.
It did, I mean, I don't know.
Man, bullying in Middle Earth.
I love that it
Bullying.
started with bullying.
Racism in Middle Earth.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we found out about racism today too.
The pointies.
Pointies.
That feels
I
like
heard
the,
your
that
mom
feels like
was
The
talking
Witcher.
to a
Well,
pointy.
yeah, because they said that The Witcher. They were like, "Oh, these pointy fuckers." It's like,
Pointy
bro.
fuck.
I want to hear what you think about this with elves. Do you think they always, like when an elf is on screen, it's got to be the ears are visible? Do you think they have to do that? I feel like it's pretty forced in this first episode a little bit.
Because he doesn't have long hair?
He just means every elf.
Every elf.
I mean, okay. You mean because human faces can't like be pointy like in Skyrim? I mean, I don't know. I mean, that is a helpful thing to know.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's just like, otherwise it's like, what are we looking at? You know what I mean? Everyone else is very identifiable. Like, the hobbits are short, or they're running around barefoot, and their hairy toes are out. The dwarves are very small with big beards.
Well,
man or man, orcs look like monsters. You know what I mean? So it's like the elves. The only way to distinguish them is really by the ears. I mean, I guess they can.
And that they look like models.
That's what I was gonna say. They're very angelic.
They all look
versus like we saw
Gucci models.
We saw the hobbits, and they're dirty and very earthy, and even the humans looked pretty run down as well.
Yeah.
You don't really see elves with facial hair.
True.
No, they're clean shaven.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want an elf with facial hair. I don't know if there is elves with facial hair.
There probably is.
I think that's where all the women dwarves come from.
Weak men.
They absorb the elves' beards. But well, just while we're still talking about original characters, is there any in particular that you guys are interested more in than other? Because we got the random kid with horrible hair, who doesn't like pointies. With his sword. We've got
the girl's kid.
The lady, or kid or sister.
I think his name's
Theo. They said your mom.
I think his name's Theo.
His name's Bronwyn.
Bronwyn is a crazy name.
And then I think I like the Harfoots a lot. I think they look better than the hobbits from The Hobbit. I like the design of the fluffy hair and like the little dirty feet just throwing berries into your mouth.
Yeah.
I just don't know where, of
what
course
their
I don't
story
know.
is.
Yeah, what is their point in the story going to be other than
they found the meteor man?
Yeah, the kid finds the meteor man, but like, what are they going to do with that? Like, are they going to go on a grand adventure? Like,
I don't know. I
maybe
like Sam and Frodo.
I'm not gonna lie. I really hope it's not that, because that's what the other two stories are about. I don't really want this to be a center around the goofy
Hobbit
tales of the hobbits. I'm not saying I enjoyed it for the others, but I'm like, this is different. I want
hey buddy,
I want elf.
Definitely gonna happen.
Definitely
gonna happen.
Yeah.
If I have to see that poor
show?
girl eat too many berries and get really sick like every episode, I'm gonna be really upset.
Yeah. There could be cool things that we learn, and I don't know.
I'm down. I'm sure that this will lay a lot of like the groundworks of like the the hobbits finally finding their home, and
that's what
we shall call this the Shire.
Yeah. I'm sure that stuff's gonna happen. I'm fine with that. I just don't necessarily want it to be like, oh, I'm going to follow the old man and take him to the king of the elves, and we're going to stop the evil forces.
Definitely gonna happen.
Well, maybe I just won't like the show that much. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm invested in the character you're most excited about.
Arendir.
Yeah.
Arondir.
Black elvish.
Not super excited about him, but I want to know more about him.
I think he's awesome.
Yeah, he's
really sick.
He has the demeanor of every gym goer protagonist that every crusade gymnast wants to be. The non-talking,
stoic,
super muscular, stoic, get the girl, badass.
Riz.
The secret Riz. And to be fair, his story looks like he's going to be fighting evil first, because they seem to be on the cusp of a town that's entering into evil lands. And they even said the people here have had like close
connections with
Morgoth, which it's just gonna be where the fight begins. So that's gonna be sick. I'm excited. I'm really excited. One big thing I want from the show. I want orcs. I want orcs to play a big role in this.
Yes.
And
because like you were saying, they're using like makeup.
Well, like if we're just talking about after Lord of the Rings, what's been the only thing that people have really liked from Middle Earth? I would say it's the game, Shadows of Mordor. Probably like more highly received than the Hobbit trilogy, because I don't know anyone who's shat on them, and one of the biggest things about it was giving time to some of the antagonists of the world, and one of the best features in those games is seeing the rise of not only the good heroes, and if this is a multi-season show, I want to see some good bad guys. I don't want to just see Sauron. I want to see some of our characters run into some shitty orcs that rise up through the ranks, just like our
Yeah,
characters.
I mean, or at least like I
Yeah.
think that's personally one of my biggest gripes with Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit is that I feel like there is never a connection with the villain.
Yeah.
Because there isn't like, it's not like we're really experiencing what the villain is, because it's very just like, this is evil, this is good,
right?
This is just the
They're
bad.
going
Very
to
simple.
Yeah,
clash.
like there's not much more to it. I'm not saying that they need to make them like gray, morally gray villains. I'm not saying they need that, but just at least like more than just like, it meat's back on the menu, boys, and that's all we get. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So.
I do like that guy though. He's
That's
pretty cool.
That's why Boromir is one of the best characters.
For sure,
'Cause
yeah.
he was one of those people struggling. I would like to see some maybe of our characters, like maybe how we struggle with not just being on, you know, the good side. See how that goes for us.
Yeah,
But-
especially if we get introduced to like more like men that could still be loyal to, you know, the Sauron Morgoth cause.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
And see why they feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's about it for me. Oh, and just the one scene that I think was like my heart was just like kind of hurting is the boat. I don't know why, everything about it just made me feel so uneasy. So that was a big takeaway for me.
Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to be. I think the reason why like we feel like it's like an anxious or like bad thing is because it's clearly not what Galadriel wants.
Yeah.
Like she said, like she's gonna like. I think what she said to Elrond like made the most sense. Like, so like you just want me to go away and just like have my own doubt and sadness and sorrow and like misery from this world. Like just have it like be bitter in my heart for the rest of eternity over there. Like I'm gonna be happy over there, but I'm going to know like that there's still evil running amok, or like I didn't really get my get back at that point. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I guess why I was nervous, I thought it was going to be not that she doesn't go back, because we know she does, but like
the meteor man strikes.
No, like have like the orcs like
Yes.
bottlenecked like the passage to heaven in this era, like they're
Right.
just hitting ships or something. Because I know in the trailer she's like on a shipwrecked piece of like boat, so I was like, is it that one? So it's not.
Yeah.
But I guess she'll find a boat to jump onto, or something. Yeah.
I'm confused about the Grey Havens.
What about it?
I thought it was like a place you go to live. That seems like you just vanish and die. It's the land of undying.
Uh-huh. Do you die after you die? Or do you
No,
just
you
die?
undie.
Or is dying just passing on?
You go to the land of undying.
Does Bilbo go to
you're not
Valinor?
dead, nor are you gonna die.
I don't know if it was so much like they're dying as opposed to like being entered into the light and teleporting to those lands of whatever.
You know what it is? They probably become stars.
Stardust.
Because that's their whole thing about stars.
Perhaps
and
that's
starlight.
where we go.
Yeah.
Are you Stardust?
Dude, I have no idea.
Why are you memeing?
No.
Are you memeing me right now?
No, I mean I don't know what to tell you. It's
Okay.
heaven, essentially. Does anyone else have any other thoughts?
Let's watch this next one.
Guys, if you made it this far, make sure you leave a like. Let us know your thoughts on episode 1 specifically, not episode 2. We'll get around to that. Let us know your favorite parts, your least favorite parts, your concerns, your optimism, and we'll see you in the next episode. Punch it! Boom!